Back to the weekend review. It's time now to see how Manchester United got on at Molineux. No Cristiano Ronaldo just yet, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did at least hand first starts to summer signings Rafael Varane and Jadon Sancho. Andy Townsend and Peter Drury were there for us.
Card and a free kick. I wanted Man United to win that game, but that's not allowed in the rules of the game for me. If Mike Dean's made a decision, you said, Chris, and he's happy with it, and he's there. Sometimes I think VAR's got to go, listen, we know you've made a decision, but do us a favour, just go and have a look and just, back up your own decision. And I think that's the kind of help the referees need.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think it's a situation we've seen this season, we've seen a bit more contact. As I said, it's very difficult for a VAR to unpick something when the referee is right there on the scene. But, I take on board what you've said about...
But he doesn't know, though, so as a referee on the pitch, look, he doesn't know Mike Dean because he is really close.
And it happens so quickly.
Yeah, and it's impossible for the referee. So he doesn't know when we're seeing this contact. Because I'm pretty sure, Chris, right?
Yeah.
If Mike Dean goes to a VAR monitor now and sees that angle there and the other one that we've seen, I am 99.9% sure he goes and gives a foul. After seeing what we've just saw there.
Because it's in the attacking phase of play that leads to a goal.
It's just a little bit of help, isn't it? That's all it is.
Yeah, do you think that because Neves doesn't go down straight away, that also has an influence on the referee's decision?
Something we've talked about a lot, isn't it? Players going, that shouldn't be in your mindset, because what you do is you judge on all the pitches you see. Just because somebody doesn't go to ground, we've chatted about this in...
There was a kind of delayed reaction to him going over.
You can only judge on what you see, and the thing as a referee is your peripheral vision looks at the foul and not the after effect. You can't judge on what happens after, you're going to judge on what you see. And as we say, Mike Dean didn't think it was a foul.
Got away with one, I think. I think Pogba
got away with one, but not only that, the performance from Wolves was actually quite good.
It was good performance.
57 shots they've had in the 3 games and not scored. So that'll be a worry. But the way they played, I think the manager comes away from that thinking, how have we lost that game?
Yeah.
How have we lost that game? Worst case scenario should have been a draw. But they had some
good chances. Some good chances.
Sides missed the best one.
Played really well.
Save from De Gea.
Yeah.
But Traore at times, the guy's a bit of a mystery because he's so fast, so powerful. No one on this planet can stop him. But he needs to improve his end product. He needs to start getting assists. He needs to start scoring goals because the rest of his play, as I said, is you can't stop him when he's in full flow.
You know what? People have said lots of stuff, right, on interviews and stuff. Silly things, and you think, don't be silly. He said one of the most stupid things I've ever heard. I don't do weights.
Rubbish.
I don't do any weights. I was born like this. My thighs are this massive without weights. Exactly, yes. Pinocchio, we know you do your weights. Massive, man. And, that pace...
You're jealous.
Very jealous. I'm glad I've retired, so I don't have to try and mark him. But when you are that quick and you have so much talent, you do need to have something at the end of it. Otherwise, it becomes, Traore is really fast, but what's his assist like? What's his goals like? It becomes null and void. So you have to have something to show for your talent, and he hasn't.
I'm pretty sure I'm not making this up. I do like to make things up every now and again. But I'm pretty sure I read something on Darren Campbell, the ex-sprinter.
Yes.
And he's worked with Adama Traore. And he said to him, you're running too fast. He said, and what I mean by that is, what he means by that is when you're running at that speed and that intensity and you're running at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you can't slow your brain down to pick the correct pass. So everything's happening like double quick. And then he can't calm down and find the simple assist. So he's trying to work with him in that sort of scenario. And he's been getting better, but his numbers and his stats need to start matching up on how good he can be.
Yeah, despite how good Wolves were, it was Manchester United who found a way once again, though, Dion, and their away record is sensational.
Yes.
28 away matches, unbeaten in the Premier League. It's a brand new record. They've smashed Arsenal's record from 2003-04. That's quite something, isn't it?
It is, and it's being set up right for the situation you're in away from home. Players taking responsibility, playing bad and getting over the line with a good result as they did at the weekend. They didn't play very well at all. No real Man United players stood out for me. Mason Greenwood with a fantastic goal. You have to go into away games with a certain mindset to get a record like that, and I think Ollie's setting them up correctly away from home. It shows.
The latest on Cristiano Ronaldo officially becoming a Manchester United player. They're nearly there. He's reportedly completed a medical now, which is great news. We're awaiting the official line on him being confirmed as a Manchester United player, which we're, of course, hoping will happen within the next 24 hours before the transfer window closes at 11 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Look, we're all excited, aren't we, about having Cristiano Ronaldo back in the Premier League? It's amazing, right?
It's amazing. I mean, the story was good when apparently he was going to go to Man City. That was a story, and that was amazing. The fact that now he's gone back to Man U, I think it's just phenomenal. I sent out a tweet the other day and I couldn't get enough words in. And what this guy plays for, he plays for the adulation of the fans. He plays to be loved. I don't necessarily think he plays for money, even though he's got enough of it. I think he wants to be adored, and he wants titles and he wants trophies. And I just think it's a brilliant story for the Premier League, no matter where he went, if it was Man City, Chelsea, wherever. The fact that he's gone back to Man U, I mean, it just feels like at the minute Man U are starting to go Galactico style, which I think is just incredible. And I love it. I think it's amazing. And he can only improve them.
Dion, he doesn't do weights either.
He doesn't have to.
I'm joking.
He doesn't have to, does he? He does everything else brilliantly, that's why.
What about the effect this is going to have on the rest of the Manchester United squad now? There are so many players we can pick out here. Let's start with some of the younger players like Greenwood, Rashford.
Yeah.
Of course, the instant thing you think about is, well, of course, he's going to have a positive effect on them because of everything he's won, what he can bring to this team, what he brings to the dressing room. But is there a possibility it could have a negative effect on their game time?
It will have a negative effect on their game time because he'll start. And so somebody's going to miss out. And it might be one of the young boys that's going to miss out. But I just think, you know what, it'll be Mason Greenwood, it'll be Rashford, it'll be those kind of players. But I'm looking lower than that. I'm looking academy level. You know, I'm looking under 23s, the kids that are on the verge of getting into the first team squad or travelling away with the first team. What will happen? They'll be in the dressing room. They'll see Ronaldo go by. They'll see him go into the gym, and the kids at that age will be looking in the gym going like this. What's he doing? What's he doing? That's the mentality you want your players to have, going like that. What's he doing? He's doing weights like that, and he pushes. That kind of thing is going to rub off on those young players, have impact on their careers. On the pitch, we know what he does. Off the pitch is going to be even more important for Manchester United moving forward in 5, 6 years, 7 years' time, with those kids that will just want to copy him, not play the same way, but live their life the same way, to be the best. And all he's come to Man United for no other reason, to win trophies. That is it.
Yeah, and you can understand that Manchester United fans are going to get very excited about this. They're going to assume this is the guy that's going to take us back to winning the Premier League